Pisces, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do your 2020 forecast. Yay! Okay, so yeah, a couple of things. I am going to show you a bunch of my decks today. I had a lot of fun creating them. They're all my own photography, my own artwork. Yeah, I've really had a lot of fun doing it. I'm a closet artist, so this has been a huge creative outlet for me. I've really enjoyed it. So you get to see that. Today is December 21st, so that is 1 year that since I started my channel. I didn't officially roll out any videos, until the end of January, but it's still a milestone. So I just want to take a minute and really thank you guys, those of you that have been really loyal and helped, build my channel, and hopefully you'll continue to do that, continue to like and share and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun, and I do this, really for one reason, and that's just to help any way I can for those of you that you might feel alone during the holidays, or might be going through a really rough time in a relationship or marriage or whatever it is, that you're struggling with. Hopefully you can, see me as a friend, here for you. Yeah, me and 3 others that most of you have heard on my videos at one point or another. Barney has been by my side through every single video. Now, in my office here, my new house, I bought him his own little couch, so he's not at my feet the whole time. So yeah, he's over there on his little couch, and just supporting all the way. But anyway, I'm looking forward to doing this. You're just going to have to trust me as far as how I go through this. I'm breaking it up into 3 sections. So the first part of the year, the second part of the year, and then the third part of the year. Okay. So the first step is to get 2 cards that represent what's going on for the first part of the year for you first. So we're going to take 1 card from my deck, and then we're going to take 1 card from the Wild Unknown Tarot. Everything has been pre-shuffled. I just want to make sure that you see me shuffle on camera as well. So these 2 cards represent the overall energy for the first part of the year for you. All right. So let's see what we get. All right. So we have 8 of Swords, and then we have the 7 of Wands. All right. So that's an energy. I feel like this could be an energy of separation for the 2 of you at the beginning of the year. But remember, 8 of Swords is a self-inflicted energy, a self-inflicted feeling of being trapped. So there's something preventing you from, stepping out of that energy. And it's something that you're rather defensive about. It could be something that you're embarrassed about, or something that you don't feel good about that's happened. And, and I'm getting the feeling, honestly, that it's not as bad as you think. Like, whatever this is, I feel like it's not as bad as you think. Like, you're being really, really hard on yourself when it comes to this energy. You might have felt like you embarrassed yourself, or you did something that, was just off the charts, embarrassing or ridiculous. I don't feel like the other person is seeing it the way that you are seeing it. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pull 4 cards for the beginning of the year and see, where this energy comes into play. This feels like separation to me. So it could have been a breakup. It could be something where you're taking a break, or it could be some type of dynamic where somebody's running away from something. Let's see. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles. That's interesting. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so in spite of the fact that I feel like this, is either happening at the end of December or is happening around the beginning of January, this is rather good energy. I feel like this is you being very generous to yourself. And that's good, especially following this energy. I feel like you're being forgiving of yourself. Nine of Pentacles is a very single card, single energy. This feels pretty healthy. This feels pretty healthy, actually. I'm not really seeing a lot of remnants of this for some reason. And then we have the Magician. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so here's what I feel is happening here in the beginning of this year. I feel like you took some time to really do some good things for yourself, in your life. I feel like you really looked at your life maybe like around New Year's and said, okay, what can I do? What can I do differently? What haven't I been doing for myself that I should be doing? You might be paying more attention to, your physical appearance, your health, your job, things that might have fallen through the cracks during this energy or possibly before this energy happened here, because this card, the Magician, manifesting, it's like whatever you were thinking about or wishing for, at the end of 2019, I feel like is trying to come into fruition in the beginning of the year here. And this takes us all the way through, through March and April. But we end this period of time with the Two of Pentacles. So this is the energy of juggling. This is truly not knowing what decision to make or what direction to go in. So, after taking some time, because this is a card, Magician is single, Nine of Pentacles is single, Father of Pentacles or King of Pentacles is stable. That's very stable energy, but it's also very generous energy. And that's why I said I felt like you were being generous and giving to yourself, which I feel like needed to happen. Okay. Lots of earth energy. So you could be grounding yourself. But then we have this Two of Pentacles card. What is this about? Let's see. What are you indecisive about? So we have the Eight of Cups. So this scenario could have led to somebody walking away. But as I've said in many readings, the Eight of Cups, yes, somebody is walking away, but they're also walking towards something, and they could be walking right back around. And that's why I said I felt like this was the energy of separation. I felt it right from the beginning that this is something that was probably going to come back around. So I feel like this situation presents itself again, towards, the March-April period of time, after you've taken a lot of time and devoted it to yourself and just feeling good within you, okay? So that is very interesting. Let's see here. You know what I want to take? I'm going to use my messages of chakra wisdom. And I'm going to pull a card for that. All right. So what do we get? Okay, so we have a green card, which is the heart chakra, right? So the way that these cards work, the way I intended them to work is whatever the message is here for the heart chakra cards, you would place I love in front of it. So I love how you carry yourself in the external world. That tells me that somebody here still admires you, still admires the way that, you know, you carry yourself, you know, in the external world. And this could very likely be somebody that you work with because of what this says and because of all the pentacles that we have here. It feels like somebody that you work with, or if you separated from them, it's somebody that may still have access to seeing you on a daily basis or in some way regularly, because I feel like they are watching you. Okay, and more than that, they're noticing you. All right, so Pisces, let's look at the second portion, or the middle portion of the year. I told myself I wasn't going to shuffle again, so let's not do that. All right, so we have one. I feel like it has to be flipped over. I don't do reversals in general readings, at least not right now. All right, so the theme for the middle of the year, we have Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, guys, so we have Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. All right, so we have the two counterparts. So again, I feel like this is coming from a place of separation. We ended the first part of the year with somebody taking notice of you again, okay? And now we've got the counterparts showing up, which could indicate a soulmate type of connection. Again, this is very heavy earth energy, so you could be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Again, we have Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about coming together, okay? So, you know, I feel like somebody here, the two of you, I feel like are coming back around to each other. And that's exactly where we left off, okay? So we're going to pull 4 cards for the middle portion of the year. Keep doing that. This one wanted to come out, so we're going to set it aside. All right, so let's see what we get here. Son of a gun. Okay, so we have the High Priestess. And the Six of Swords. That means everything is flipped over and shouldn't be. So I feel like you have a knowing, a deep knowing, like you have an inner counsel telling you that this is moving in a good direction, this coming together. Queen of Pentacles, remember, is the energy of being very authentic, yes, stable, but Queen of Pentacles doesn't accept any any baloney, any BS. The Queen of Pentacles knows who she is. She knows what she wants. She's not afraid to, be who she is. So I love the Queen of Pentacles. I think the Queen of Pentacles is the epitome of class. So she's being very, very authentic about wanting to get back together. So this could be you, this could be the other person, but I feel like somebody is in that energy of being authentic about what they want, about the fact that they want to come together. And you, I feel like, have a knowing about this. Six of Swords is about, about moving towards a more stable, calm environment. So, we might have started the year in, a trapped energy, a defensive energy. What comes before that? There might have been conflict of some sort between the two of you. But I feel like it's moving towards a much calmer place. Interesting. So we have the King of Cups. So this is what? This is the first card of cups that we've seen for you, Pisces. So King of Cups is very, very knowing about who and what he loves, okay? But he doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. So this could be a secret type of love situation, not necessarily like a nefarious secret love, but just somebody that hasn't really spoken up about their feelings. So I feel like this is what you have a knowing about. This person has deep feelings. This Six of Swords between the two, says, that these deep feelings can push us in the right direction of where we both want to go. But it feels unspoken. And again, this person was admiring you from afar, but if they were the one that walked away, they might have a hard time coming back and saying, how they feel now, or they might have a hard time, putting their tail between their legs if that's the type of situation that we're talking about here. Yeah. So we have the Hanged Woman or Hangman energy, whatever you want to put it. I feel like somebody's just seeing things from a completely different perspective, and I don't think it's an accident that it comes under this card here. They're seeing you in a new light. Remember, I feel like you work on yourself quite a bit in the beginning of the year. It could be, again, you could be looking as good as, you've ever looked. You could be carrying yourself differently with more confidence. Just feeling really good about yourself. I feel like this person is seeing you from a different perspective, not just about looks or how you're carrying yourself, but the energy that you have feels different. Could feel authentic. You could be the one, now that you have spent some time working on yourself, you could be the one that comes out and simply says, hey, I want to get back together. Okay? And when you do that, or if you do that, this person may not have as easy of a time putting it out there, unfortunately, which is a shame. But I feel like somebody is seeing you in a new light, in a new perspective. But I feel like they could be hanging themselves up. So I'm going to use my Soulmate Blocks and Flow. for this energy right there. What is the block to the flow here is the question. Ooh, what did I just say? I just said that this wasn't nefarious. And then we get something is considered taboo. Okay, with all of these pentacles here, I feel like this is a work situation between the two of you. And that could be why this person is staying quiet and silent. Okay, and that's why this is coming up. I love how you carry yourself in the external world. The reason that they can say that and because they're seeing that is because you probably work with this person, or in some way this person has access to you or seeing you on a regular basis, whether it's at work or somewhere else. But I feel like for a good portion of you, this is about a work connection, okay, for the amount of pentacles that we have here. So something is considered taboo. This might be a boss. This might be somebody that's above you. Doesn't have to be a boss, but it could be somebody that holds a higher position in the company. All right, so let's see here. Let's get the 2 cards for the last portion of the year. Oh, that was a terrible shuffle. Oh well. 1. 2. We have the Hangman and the Hanged Woman. And then we have the Emperor. Okay. All right, so a dominant card in this reading is definitely the Hanged Woman, Hanged Man, you know, looking at things from a different perspective, but also keeping each other in limbo, controlling this situation, controlling this energy of something being considered taboo. It may be only considered taboo by the two of you or by this person, not necessarily by everybody else around. Okay? Oh, you know what? I didn't flip this card. I got to flip this card. Ooh, Sun. How could I miss that? So there's something about this connection that the two of you both see as very, very blissful. And I'm attaching this to both of you because it was an extra card that popped out. When something is considered blissful and taboo, that's when we get a lot of resistance energy. But I feel truly that somebody in the middle of the year at some point says how they feel and the fact that they want this to come together. It could be you, it could be the other person. You know, certainly this King of Cups could represent you, that you consider this as something that's rather taboo. You know, so I'm going to leave the taboo up to you. But somebody is trying to control, you know, how this rolls out with this Emperor. Emperor is Aries energy. All right, so let's see. Last part of the year. Does this taboo thing show up? What is it? We have the Queen of Pentacles again. So we've seen the Queen of Pentacles twice. So It's interesting because I feel like with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, we've got a lot of honest energy here. Like, I feel like both of you are at your core good people. And we have the High Priestess again. So you or them or both of you are really trying to listen to your intuition about this connection. We have the High Priestess twice and the Hangman twice. So it's like you're trying to listen to your intuition, but you're both hanging yourselves up. And I feel like it has something to do with this here. Unspoken love, something considered taboo. It could be that the unspoken love is considered taboo. But by who? Five of Pentacles. And this is interesting. Like every one of these readings, I feel an energy, like a strong energy in one specific row. And I feel like for you, I feel like it's this row right here, all the way down. Five of Pentacles is about, can be a poverty card. It can be about, you know, somebody being, you know, feeling like they're left out in the cold. I want to clarify that. Five of Pentacles, because it feels like mutual desire, guys. It really does. Yeah. So we have the Nine of Cups, and you know that those two cards literally, they don't go together. You know, because Nine of Cups is somebody getting a, you know, a wish granted or a wish fulfilled or their heart's desire. So it feels like, to clarify the Five of Pentacles, you know, it feels like somebody is, you know, either leaving somebody out in the cold in spite of the fact that they are their heart's desire. And I feel like it's coming from this, you know, this energy here. Single, secret, hidden, unspoken love, something considered taboo. And then we go down here to Five of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. I feel like somebody leaves somebody else out in the cold in spite of the fact that they are their heart's desire, because of this energy. Judgment. So ultimately, a couple of things here. With what I just said here, okay, it's like you both could be heavily judging yourselves because you don't want this type of situation in your aura or in your energy. You don't want to be the people that are doing something taboo. So you both heavily judged each other, you know, and again, walked away from something that you both really wanted. You both could have let this go. Now, but the other obvious reason, or the other obvious meaning of judgment, is a rebirth, a reconciliation, a rising from the ashes. So I feel like even if the two of you decide that you're going to walk away from this or leave each other out in the cold, or one of you leaves the other, I feel like it'll circle back around like pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. This feels very emotional here. This feels very emotional. And the reason it feels as emotional as it does is because it's very authentic. I feel like two very good people have the opportunity for this, for the sun, for bliss, for happiness, right? You both intuitively know that this could work and that it feels right. I feel like at some point mid-year, you might try something with each other. You might try to move this forward, and suddenly it just stops. Possibly around the July area. And then we've got these two hanged Hanged Woman, Hanged Man, both of you are hung up on this. And the reason you're getting hung up on this is because you're both being very authentic, possibly because you're both your soulmates, okay? And you don't want a nefarious energy attached to you. You both are highly intuitive about this situation. And I feel like one or both of you walk away from it because it's the right thing to do in your minds, but it's going to come right back around really, really quickly. All right. So let's see here. I want to pull 3 of these chakra wisdom cards for you. Messages of chakra wisdom. And these messages could be from you to your person, from your person to you, or could have meaning for both of you. All right, so the first card we have, okay, so this is the orange, and so this is the sacral chakra. So this is somebody saying, I want validation. Okay, comes right over these 2 High Priestess cards. So somebody wants their intuition validated about this situation probably around mid-year. And then we have freedom from attachment. This is the root chakra. So this is comes from a place of I have. So I have freedom from attachment. Somebody is saying that. I feel like this could be you up here. But someone wants validation. Someone has freedom from attachment, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing whether you're in a connection or you're not in a connection, okay? Attachment is considered really codependency. That's what we're trying to move away from, okay? And right over this card here, and I feel like this one could apply to both of you, I have a tortured soul. And, you know, when does a tortured soul happen? When soulmates feel like they can't be together potentially. And I feel like that's what we're looking at here. Because I feel like you're both really, really trying to do the right thing. I really do. Both good people, both authentic, both trying to listen to their intuition. Felt like you tried to work on yourself for a good majority of the beginning of the year. It's just a strong pull. It's a strong pull between the two of you. Just is. All right, guys. All right, Pisces, that's what I have for you for your 2020 forecast. I want to thank you guys so much for everything for this year. Really, really appreciate it. Continue to share, like, and subscribe. It really helps me. But what I get out of this, what I get out of doing this for you guys is, trust me, is much more than I feel like what you get so many times. Because it's such a great way for me to be present in the moment. And I enjoy it so much. So I thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a lovely holiday. If you're in the States or wherever you celebrate your holidays, a fantastic new year. I'll still be doing the weekly reading, so I'll talk to you before the end of the year, but I consider you, friends. I hope you consider me a friend, and much love to you, truly. All right. Thanks, Pisces. Bye-bye.